what brought me back to wanting to rap and be creative was coming on Fairfax and meeting Anwar and meeting Casey and meeting Tyler and all them before like Odd Futures just getting formed, and now I'm seeing that. Now I'm meeting Bobby and Ben Hundreds, and
it's
I'm
like the peak Fairfax days.
Peak Fairfax days. I was there from the beginning of it. So that inspired me to be a creative again. And that's when I was talking about that tape with Mustard. I'd pressed up CDs, and my homie was like, who was up on Fairfax, he was like, instead of putting your CDs in the swap meets in the liquor stores, bring it up on Fairfax. And those kids took a liking to my shit and they fuck with me. So it was my young homies.
And those are all the cool kids, you know?
They were all the cool kids.
Fashion kids, streetwear kids.
And that's how I got immersed in that. And that like reminded me back when I was a kid in Vancouver and like, you know what I'm saying? I came up and like I was telling you, on the underground hip hop, the graffiti, the skateboarding. So it brought me back and realized I am an artist. I am supposed to be here and supposed to do that. So that gave me my second wind. And Casey Veggie, shout out to Casey. He just dropped a single featuring me, and that's full circle moment because
shout out to Casey's, man. Shout out to him.
Casey was in high school, man, and this dude was killing it, man. Odd Future was killing it. And you know, I was running around with Casey and going worldwide. And
it was like, I feel like Casey and in the Bay, I Am Sue don't get talked enough about.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
what they were able to do, kind of like HBK in the Bay, but like I Am Sue and like Casey Veggies and like what they did for that era.
Yeah, man.
Doesn't get talked about
Casey is
enough.
a legend. He went from being broke, because Casey was there with Earl and Tyler.
Yeah.
And then he went to be with Dom, and then he just is his own entity. But it's just a full circle moment, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I got my billboard up on Fairfax right now, on Rosewood and Fairfax, right above the old 100 store, because it was like, damn, you know, I'm looking at my young homies make it and
what's there now? Me. Dave's Hot Chicken's there?
Dave's Hot Chicken is gone now,
is
though.
It?
Yeah, you know.
What?
Yeah, that Fairfax died, man, as far as like, you know.
They got a good burger spot over there, Trophies.
Oh, that one.
Fire Burger.
I ran in, you know who I ran into over there was Sour Milk. I was riding my bike and I was like, I'm
Checks
just coming to go see my billboard. And he's like,
he's probably running or eating.
Nah, yeah, he said he drove there just to eat. And he's like, come in there. And I'm like, man, I've been dealing with cholesterol issues. But I said, all right, you know what? Let me try it. It was an incredible burger. And
what is going on with Meet the Whoops, man?
Meet the Whoops, man. We got a deal in place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, we got a deal in place.
Wally's going crazy with Cactus Jack. You're going, you got your shit.
Yeah, you got Chef Boy going crazy.
YS.
Come on, yeah. But we got a deal in place with a major. I don't want to let the cat out the bag, but yeah.
Is that a project that you guys already finished, or
100% produced by Hit Boy? Yeah, it's finished, and that's all I could say about that. It's finished. We just been hashing out the last bit of the terms. And
have you been able to chop it up recently with K-Dot at all? Because obviously, you know.
Hell yeah. I talked to Dot just to put him up. You know, he's busy and moving, but you know, he congratulated me on my new album, and he told me he loved the aesthetic and the direction that I'm going in. And you know, like he also see what I'm doing with George Clinton, and he's like, wow, like you like the king of P-Funk, like, you know, so he loved what I'm doing, man.
It'd be crazy if you had Snoop and Kendrick on the George Clinton
album. Who knows,
man?
Dot, man. I need you to pull through for Uncle George and me, man. But no, that's my brother, man. When you know he busy and he moving, but when the time is right, I'm sure it'll all come together.
What do you think is the biggest misconception about you that people have misunderstood about you?
I mean, you know, I think like, you know, that they love to judge a book by its cover, or they might go look on the internet and see this or see that, or I don't know. But I'm like, don't get me fucked up. But the thing is, I don't really have to speak. Like the street's gonna let you know. Everybody will let you know. And it's like, you know, we in this internet age where like people just get on there and say everything or say anything, and it's like, you know, I'm a little bit older too, so I've been around. So I don't know. For the most part, all I know and all I receive is love, you know. But you know,
and you're everywhere. I feel like anytime I go anywhere, you're there.
Yeah, I'm there.
I'm like, damn, fool. Like you don't have kids?
Nah,
That's why.
I don't got kids, but also
Because I don't go out that much, but when I go out, you're there.
you name somebody though, like I've been there from the beginning of like, bro, I was put in Griselda in 2016. We met at Alchemist's house. I was there. I met Yams and them from the start in the ASAP. I was there with Odd Future and then when they was just bubbling. Like I just been around and know anybody. I was running around with Dot when TDE formed and he had me and the homies everywhere to pimp a butterfly and Good Kid, Mad City. So it's just like, yeah, I've been around for a minute. And before that, it was with Suge and Brick Squad and, you know what I'm saying? And Big Face and Chuck. And it's like, so, you got all this under your belt. And then it's like, now that's what I'm saying. It's like once upon a time, you got the you got people going to do their history and learn and figure it out for themselves, but I don't really got too much to say, man. I come with peace and love. And I think, you know, if they don't know what's up, they finna know now.
Do you feel like now that you got this initial album out into the world, is you got this certain pocket of fans that are just like Griselda heads?
Yeah,
who've been waiting on you to drop your Griselda album.
And it's funny about that because Gunn was like, "Yo, like." He's like, you are Griselda, so you could drop Gunn allowed me to do whatever I want. Do I want to put the logo on it? Sometimes like for the Spice One and Bun B video, I threw the Griselda logo on there. For the Me and Conductor shit, I put it on there. I left it off on my album cover just because I felt like I'm Griselda and I'm that's my team. Like forever. And I'm honored to be a part of something that is like, to me, is like, that's the new Wu-Tang to me.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And because like, think about it. Staten Island was like some other shit. Buffalo kind of some other shit.
Right.
So I love that comparison. But,
is that album done?
Which one? I look at this is like my Griselda release. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting. Throw that logo on the vinyl and shit, man. I just let the fans figure it out for themselves, man. Gunn on the album, Conway on the album, Boldy on the album, Conductor produced on the album. I mean, what more do you want? This is it.
Is there another collab album you got tucked besides the Clinton one?
Oh, yeah, me and Conductor. And then I got me and DJ Quick where I rapped over all the grooves.
Oh, shit.
And I'm not going to tell you who rapped over it with me also. That's
fire.
Yeah, that one's going to be crazy. And then I got one with an artist named Idris, who's amazing. Yeah. And then you're going to have Active Part 2 by me and Sean. So
what is can you give me if
me and Terrace Martin got one as well.
Fire.
Jazz album.
Jesus.
Yeah, Don't Stop. And I'm out my deal now, so tap in.
Yeah, your catalog's crazy.
Yeah.
If there's an independent artist that's watching this, I feel like you're really good at like the rap hustle, if you will.
Yeah.
Because there's so many ways you can get bags in this rap game as an independent artist. Like, what would be, I guess, your biggest advice? Like, untapped money, or what's like, kind of break down, the secrets of the game in which like you're able to just like.
Well, I think it all starts with the music first. Do something creative and original, and build your brand up. Give them an aesthetic. Like when you come and get a Jay Worthy album, you know what you're getting. You know the artwork gonna be top tier, the production gonna be top tier. Or for example, look at June, same thing. Look at Griselda, same thing. So it's all about branding and aesthetic. But as far as the hustle goes independently, just try to have ownership. And there's nothing wrong with taking a deal and taking an advancement and getting started like that. It might not be the best deal that you want in the beginning. I didn't sign the best deal that I wanted in the beginning, but it gave me, it gave me a boost, and I was able, after that, I was able to wiggle and do what I want. So a lot of cats will be like, well, nah, man, I'm not taking that, or nah, man, take that, man, use that marketing money and go up with it. I just started using marketing money. This is like the first album, once upon a time, that I was like, all right, cool, we'll do digital marketing, or, you know what I'm saying? So